Tonight, water woes. Those looking to escape the heat at Muriel Lake in the Lakeland are out of luck as there is a blue-green algae warning. Plus, new facility.
The entire structure will be demolished right down to ground level and a new facility built that will house only the hockey rink.
It's out with the old and in with the new for Dewberry residents as they will be getting a new hockey rink. And Colonial wrap-up, we take a look at how this year's Colonial Days panned out with fairgoers.
In sports, long road from home. One Calgarian makes her way to play for the Lloydminster Rebels softball team.
This is Newcap News with Nerman Esau.
Good evening. A pickup truck driver is facing charges after colliding with a CN rail train near Payton yesterday. Luckily, no one was injured in the incident. It happened at a crossing on Range Road 3230 near Highway 16. Now, police have since charged the male truck driver with driving without due care and attention. Alberta Health Services is warning beachgoers at Muriel Lake to stay out of the water. The advisory is because of an algae that has shown up on the surface of the water. Now, the warm weather brings the blue-green algae to life, and Muriel Lake, along with several others in Alberta, have advisories in place to be careful when around the waters.
We're advising against drinking water or from the lake, as well as not swimming or having water contact to the lake.
Now, Muriel Lake does not have any visible pond scum right now, but it looks like this on the surface. Officials say even though you may not see it, the toxins can be carried in the water.
A rash on the skin, tingly, sore, swollen mouth and lips can certainly happen. If people actually drink the water, then nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea can also happen.
Residents camping in the area say something needs to be done.
It's kind of depressing because there's really nowhere for the kids to swim. There's nowhere to cool off. We just got the water park, but it's going to be constantly being serviced.
Now, AHS says, unfortunately, because of the weather, time will be the best medicine in getting rid of the algae. Now, if you have been in contact with it or want more information, you can call HealthLink Alberta. Well, it's something Dewberry residents have been waiting on for the past 4 years, a chance for a new arena. It's a pivotal facility for the community, and just a few weeks ago, the go-ahead for construction was approved. And Knotvate has more.
Currently, 2 of them are very, very small.
Holly Holman is talking about their current arena. Built in the mid-60s, she says it's time for an upgrade.
The entire structure will be demolished right down to ground level and a new facility built that will house only the hockey rink. End up with a much higher ceiling than we have now, so we won't have nearly as many dead pucks.
The total cost of the project is $3.9 million.
The community itself has to raise $2.4 million, and the County of Vermilion River, through a debenture, was going to put in $1.4 million, which will be funded by taxation in that recreation area.
We've had so many people offer donations of cash and time, and we've had people coming up with all kinds of special fundraising ideas that we've, had never even thought of exploring, and people are just coming out of the woodwork with ideas and help.
And like many small Alberta towns, this local rink keeps the community together and is something residents hold dear.
This facility is the hub of our community. It's where old and young meet throughout the year. It's our coffee shop, if you will.
If we take these arenas out of small towns, there's no reason for young families to move there. That arena will serve the whole northwest section of the municipality.
This is where newcomers to the community come to meet their lifelong friends.
Construction will start next spring and is expected to be done in time for the 2015 hockey season. Anna Knotvate, Newcap News.
The biggest 4-day fair in Lloydminster wrapped up over the weekend. Now, from the rides to the chuck wagons, organizers are calling this year's Colonial Days a success. Mike Sidoric says this is the second best year for numbers. The rainy weather at the beginning of the fair attributes to this.
Our overall scans are down about 2,000 people. Overall, we still had just right around 32,000 people come through the whole Colonial Days fair.
Though the grandstand concerts and chuck wagon races bring out huge crowds, Sidoric says they aren't the most popular events.
The Demolition Derby, hands down, That is a good smash 'em, crash 'em event. People just love that. Another really strong component was our draft horse hitch show. We had some great 6-horse hitches here. It looked tremendous.
Now, he says they will continue to expand the Border City Bandstand for local musicians to perform next year, and that they are always looking for new ideas to add to the fair. Well, it's time once again for Pet Project. This week, guest host John features a 7-year-old Lab Border Collie cross named Jasmine and a 6-month-old Akita Border Collie cross named Scout. Of course, both are looking to find a permanent home.
Meet Jasmine. Jasmine is a 7-year-old Lab Border Collie cross. She's spayed, has had her first set of vaccines, and will be microchipped at the time of adoption. Jasmine is an extremely friendly girl. She loves to be pet and cuddled, and she knows a lot of her basic commands. She also does really well with other dogs and children too. If you think Jasmine would be the perfect girl for you, come on down and meet her at the SPCA today. Meet Scout. Scout is a 6-month-old Akita Border Collie cross. He is neutered, up to date on vaccinations, and will be microchipped at the time of adoption. Scout came to us as a stray, and when he did, we discovered that he had something called Demodex mange. And what that is causes them to lose hair, and particularly around Scout's face, he had actually no hair. So what we did is we placed him actually into a foster home and gave him some treatment. And over time now, as you can see, he's grown a lot of hair back on his face. So Scout is now ready to go home, but while he was in foster care, the foster parent worked really hard with him to get him to sit, learned how to shake a paw, and we also know that he loves to play with stuffed toys and also loves to play tug. If you think that Scout would be the perfect dog for you, come on down to the SPCA and meet him today.